lighting's been doing this since yesterday. Oh, it's better now. Okay. Good morning, y'all. On my way to work, and guess who is basically on time? I'm improving, okay? We are improving this month. We are thriving this month, and we are getting to work for the most part on time. Top of the morning. I hope you guys are having a great morning so far. I hope you are feeling inspired. I hope you are feeling loved. And welcome back to my channel. So, I kind of ended the night not as great. Well, I edited not how I wanted to, right? But I did end up going to bed early, which allowed me to wake up a little bit early and be able to leave the house much earlier than I've been leaving lately. So it's not one of those mornings where I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go. I'm actually almost at work. I had a really smooth ride in, and I am basically just about pulling up in a few. So I took off my necklaces. As you guys could see, I was thinking about this morning, like, she better not try to get at me about this necklace today. Like, listen, lady, I wore it yesterday, okay? I can't put this stuff on every single day. Thank you, person. How do you guys feel about matte cars? I'm looking at a matte car right now. It looks nice, but I don't know how I feel about it. I'm thinking whenever I do, I am able to get myself a new nice car. Lately I've been thinking about, like, if I would invest in the exterior. Good morning, vlog. Welcome back to my channel. You can't really see me. Again, this lighting situation. Oh, today the light's much brighter. I should have brought my packages with me so I could do the unboxing, because the other ones are probably going to get here today. I tried to do, first of all, I didn't even finish my introduction. Good morning, you guys. I hope all is well. Top of the morning to you. What I was just about to start rambling about is yesterday I got some packages from Temu and Shein that I had ordered, and I tried to go and record an unboxing, but the light wasn't as great as it was the first time when I tried to do my dossier opening, unboxing or whatever. Then I realized I don't have all the packages, so I can't really do a full unboxing. But today the lighting is great. I don't know how it's going to be later on. Well, I mean, I guess it's morning lighting, right? So I can't really consider this good lighting. But either way, I was thinking, damn, I should have brought the packages with me. I left them at home. I was thinking I need to find another place at my house to do the unboxing. Would it be weird to do an unboxing outside? I need to find like a well-lit area in my house, or I need more lighting. I don't want to go crazy buying all this lighting fixtures and this and that and not truly knowing if it's going to if I'm really gonna commit to this thing. I think I'm committing. So far it's been pretty good. I think I have recorded last night. I sat down and put vlogs. I haven't recorded, I mean, I haven't edited them yet, but I put vlogs 11 and started 12. I think this is part of 12. I put them in folders so that I could start to edit them. I did finish vlog 10 last night. So I haven't uploaded it yet to my YouTube studio, but I did make it, so that counts for something. I forgot to put mascara on again. I always forget to, I don't know, guys. It's like, trying to get back is really, it could be really stressful at times, you know what I mean? What what else did I want to talk to y'all about? Oh, let me tell y'all about my tenant. So last time I think I left off with telling you guys how I told you that she was thinking about leaving. Oh no, the floor. I did tell you about the floor guy, but I didn't tell you when I was talking to my friend about her potentially leaving and applying to this other housing place and needing a reference from me. I told my homegirl, I'm like, okay, so I'm about to invest in these floors and remove these carpets that I shouldn't have put in. Those carpets just piss me off every single time, you guys. And I was mentioning the carpets to somebody, and I was saying like, yeah, I should have. And they're like, oh, well, you know, I don't want to go too hard. The same people that were telling me at the time, yeah, put carpet, are now saying, oh, you don't give people apartments with carpet. And we had a full-on argument at the time, like, I don't want carpet. But like, my money was a little funny. So, and now I have to go and reinvest. Listen, you guys, if you know something is right, do not negotiate with others. You know, do not negotiate with other people, because then at the end of the day, I can't talk too much trash. No, if you know better, you do better, right? Anyhow, I should have. Well, I guess not, because I knew better, and I did not do better. And now I have to suffer for it. I will not be doing that again. But anyhow, I did end up speaking to my other homegirl about the situation and letting her know, and how I guess the tenant told me that she's probably going to end up staying for another 2-3 years or whatever. And she said, girl, put her on a lease. Because in my mind, she's on a month-to-month. She only had the lease for 1 year, the first year that she was with me. And I think we're entering 4 years. I think we're entering 4 years now. Is it 4 years already? Oh my goodness, I bought the house at, it's about to be 4 years, you guys. Wow, that's crazy. Because I bought the house when I was 31, 35. Wow. Yeah, well, coming up, I think in 2-3 months, it's gonna be 4 years. Wow. Thank you, God. So my homegirl's like, yeah, because she's been on a month-to-month in my mind. She's been a month-to-month for the past 3 years or whatever. So like, that's how I was planning on kind of running my apartment, my business, my housing business, my landlord business. I don't know what to call it. I put people on for a year, to lock them in for a year, and then a month-to-month afterward, and that kind of gives you a little wiggle room, because after the first year, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, people start acting up. So that gives you an opportunity to put them out if needed or whatever, or do whatever needs to be done without a contract being the barrier. So yesterday, ooh, child. Hold on, y'all, can y'all see me? Ooh. Why am I grabbing my hat like I have a hat on or something? Y'all see me grabbing for nothing here? Like, I like the sun gleaming in my eyes. I really like it. But at the same time, like, sometimes this sun right here at this particular spot gets a little crazy. Anyhow, so yesterday I had an opportunity. I had one of the guys, a second person, come to look at the carpets and talk about replacing the floors or whatever. And I also had I don't really run into her too much, which is also great. But I did run into her yesterday, and I ended up having a conversation. I didn't bring up the washer and dryer yet, right? I think I'm gonna bring that up when we sit down to sign the lease. I don't think it's gonna be like a sit down situation, to be honest with you. But I think I'm gonna text the washer dryer. No, I want an explanation to my face, and then I will reiterate the conversation via text. so that I just have documentation of it, because it's very important when you like in these kind of situations, guys, to have proper documentation. Document everything in writing. That's something I realized really early on. I didn't even tell y'all how the tenants that I had, the people that were living in my unit before I got an opportunity to renovate it, they had, unfortunately, I got cursed the hell out, let me tell you, by the husband in the house. And thank God I had enough sense to or foresight. Is foresight a word for the right word I'm looking for? I think foresight's the word. Like looking ahead. I think I'm pretty good at that. I mean, wouldn't that be called a woman's intuition, right? Not really. I think intuition is kind of like in the moment. Foresight would be in the future. Anyhow, I'll tell you guys what happened. He sent me a text a while, like before, you know, he sent me a text one day basically letting me know, mind you, I just had the house for maybe a year, right? And he obviously knew I was renovating downstairs, right? So and there was a mold problem in the bathroom that I knew about when I bought the house. They were already in there when I bought the house. And there was a mold problem in the bathroom. The porch was a little bit not in the greatest condition. It's still in the same condition right now that I'm using it. Well, I barely use it. But one day he texted me, and basically the text message listed out a shitload of issues, and basically he was saying how like him, his family, his daughter's getting asthma, it's affecting her asthma, and the porch is not safe for the baby, and this and that. So I said, I bet. Immediately I knew what time he was on. First of all, you guys gotta like kind of read the room, right? I need to see the light, but I also don't want this like beaming in my face like this, like so hard. See? Can y'all see when I block it? I don't know. So I already knew what time he was on, right? I could tell, like when we first met, we had a couple encounters, but nothing too crazy, but I knew that he was going to escalate. I'm really good at identifying types of people. I think I am identifying types of people, right? And I knew that he felt some type of way about me being a woman, me being young, black, and your girl likes to talk back. So that I knew that was going to be a problem for him. So but I let him rock. I went for it, because also people that have an issue for no good reason will always find a way to start trouble. And when I realize who you are and the kind of person you are, I'm already prepared for your shit, right? I know where you're like, you're kind of predictable. I feel like a lot of people also, for the most part, are predictable. Those type of people are pretty predictable. So he texted me one day and it was like, oh yeah, I have the mold is really becoming an issue. It affects my daughter's asthma. It's getting really bad. And then she said something about the porch and how like the piece of the porch is not even anymore. It's falling and it's not safe for the baby. And then he said something else was basically some kind of hazard. He like listed like 3 or 4 hazards or like issues or like health issues or whatever, safety issues or whatever the case is. So I said to him, this was via text, right? How it's supposed to be. So I said to him, I said, okay, cool. You know what? I do the porch, number one. The porch, because they had like a lot, they would use the porch. They were grilling on it. They had a lot of storage on it. They were using it for storage or whatever. So I said, you know what? The porch is now out of commission. Right? It's a safety issue, right? And I don't want, and also at the time, mind you, I'm brand new to this game, right? So I'm trying to figure things out and be as professional and diligent as I can. So when he told me about the porch issue, I said, yo, that's a safety issue, right? I don't want y'all coming to me. In my mind at the time, I was like, I don't want y'all coming to me talking about the baby fell and now I gotta pay for it, right? I don't want that. So I said, you know what? The porch is officially out of commission. Please remove all your personal belongings, and I'm gonna put a padlock on it. He ignored that, right? Didn't say anything. Thought I was bluffing. Okay, cool. And then he also said something about the I think there was 2 different conversations. I think the mold and the porch, because I remember going over there. So one day I got up, and this is when I had a lot more time and the money and energy to just do whatever I needed to do. Well, I thought that I needed to do. So I went over there one day, went to Home Depot, bought a padlock, and I bought like one of those things where you kind of like strap it over the door and lock it. And when I got there, I saw that all of their stuff were chilling on the porch still. So I went up there myself. I'm like, nope, this man's argumentative, so I'm just gonna go and do it myself. So I went in there with my key, opened up the door, and started putting all of their stuff from the porch onto like the back hallway outside their door. I was moving kind of quickly. Thank God they didn't see me. He didn't see me until I was basically done. Because they were in the crib, and also they have their curtain pulled, so they didn't see me moving. So I put everything out there, and then when I was done, that's when he came out and was like, I was gonna do it, I was this, I was that, you got control issues, you got this, you got that. I paid him no mind. I said, okay, that's all right, sir, no problem. I took care of it myself. It's okay, I took care of it. It's okay, no worries. It's okay, no worries. Locked the door, and I went about my business. He was pissed. Then I think that's when he came at me with the other health thing, thinking that he's ill, right? Men. Boy, I feel bad for that family, that woman, his wife. But anyhow, then he came at me with the mold, and there was something else. I just can't remember what he said, but there was something else. And I said to him, like, you know what? The unit's really old, and I'm gonna have to redo the whole thing eventually. I told him this is not like a termination notice or a 30-day notice or anything like that. But I think it's time that you start with you and your family start looking for a new place. Y'all, that was what broke the camel's back, let me tell you. Believe me, you. This man became irate. I don't know what's going on here. I think this guy's doing it on purpose. He is doing it on purpose. So this man became irate. I'm not, mind you, they were paying dirt cheap rent, and I didn't raise the rent because, like, again, it was my first time, my first place or whatever, and I didn't want to raise the rent on them or piss them off or them to leave quite yet until I understood what I was doing and, like, you know, my direction and everything like that. But at this point, I think that new girl had moved in downstairs already. Yeah, she was there already. So she had moved in already, so I kind of understood what was going on at that point. So, they were paying dirt cheap rent. So the first thing said, I'm not about to displace my family and move right now. We this, we that, the economy, blah, 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 blah. And I told him, like, this is not. First of all, somehow we got onto a phone call, y'all. That's where I screwed up. That's the reason for this whole thing. This whole conversation. I let him call me, and I picked up the phone instead of us. At this point, before we're going through text message. Y'all, when I picked up this phone, this man gave it to me good. You get me? Gave it to me good. Oh, you this. I'm not about to displace my family. What the F? You bitch. You This man cursed me out. So good. so good. I sat there and I took it. I didn't say nothing. That's when I realized, when he was cursing me, I'm like, this is exactly where I fucked up. Picking up this phone is where I screwed up. So, anyhow, one thing led to another. I think it's God, if you ask me, to be honest. One thing led to another, and the man ended up, like, I think like a couple days later, I'm saying, like, we found a new place, we're gonna be leaving soon. Bet. Thank you, sir. I didn't say nothing. I said, bet. Thank you for the information. I really appreciate that. And, yeah, let me know. And they did just that. They did end up moving out, which was great. He did leave me a couple of mattresses, a couch, and a little bit of some stuff that I had to, like, spend some money to get rid of. But you know what? I prefer that. Rather, he could have gave me a really, 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 really hard time. Especially, I think this was still the pandemic, y'all. I think the pandemic was still going. He could have gave me a run if he wanted to. And I would not be able to do anything about it. But I think for the fact that he had like children and like small children, one small child, and like a whole family, like, it doesn't make sense to be on some BS. It just doesn't make sense to be on some BS with your landlord about your housing when you have like a whole family, right? You want to be like a stand-up person. Like, I don't know, whatever. Or maybe it was the wife. Maybe it was the wife that kind of saved me, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna go, because I think that's the police. I mean, not cut in front of him. Hold on. Oh no, that's just an old man. You know what I hate? People that are in like police-esque vehicles. I'm like, why are you riding around like the ops? Where did I leave off? I don't know, but so that was my most interesting thing that happened to me as a landlord. I think I was talking to y'all about currently downstairs before I went into a rant about my old tenants. What was I talking about? I was talking about her washer and dryer that I need to have a conversation with her about. I'm gonna have her sign a new lease, and she agreed when I did meet her and when I saw her yesterday. Oh, and what I learned, actually, a little tidbit for my landlords / new landlords or aspiring landlords. Apparently, what I learned from her is that Section 8 does not allow month to month. So she is like, with them, you have to stay for a year lease. Now, I don't know. Now, as I'm saying this to you, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, do they mean a lease with them? Like, you can't just drop Section 8? Or does that mean a lease with me where you're currently staying? She wasn't very clear on that part, and I didn't know that I asked, so I'm not too sure. But either way, she told me, like, yeah, she signed a new lease like 5 months ago. 5 months ago. So even if that's the case, but then she was applying to other places, so I don't quite understand. And told me that it wasn't a 30-day notice, so I don't know. But anyhow, I asked her, I said, okay, so you're willing to, at least you'll sign one for me, a new one for me? She said, yeah, no problem. Bet. So as long as I lock her in, you guys, for another year, for a full year, I should be good. Hopefully, prayerfully, I really, really hope that I will be able to finish school as planned in the year. And I should be a lot more financially stable, like literally right after school, right? Because like my money will be freed up. And then obviously I'll get a new job or whatever the case is. So, yeah. So I'm glad that I'm going to be able to lock homegirl in for another year. I am willing to invest in the floor. So my new kind of situation is, should I put in the same cheapy floors, or should I give her a little bit better quality floors for the bedrooms? But I would have to, but then they wouldn't match. I've seen apartments like in the past where the floors don't match, but that's so ugly and it's not like really inviting. Do you know what I mean? Like, why don't your floors match? So I might just bite the bullet, I think, and just get the cheapy floors. Shoot, my bag fell and like tipped over. And I'm not about to pick it up right now. I can't pick it up right now because I'm holding y'all. Usually I'll pick it up already. So that's my little update, you guys. When it comes to landlording, I really want this channel to be like a place where my journey as a landlord and buying homes or whatever, as we start to grow, or investment properties, I should say, right? Because we are investing our money so that we don't have to work hard forever, right? I hope that this would be a place where I encourage you guys to also go ahead and take the leap and be a landlord, not be scared of the leap and the responsibility of it all. Like, guys, if I could do it, you can do it. It's really, if I could be a landlord and in charge, you can do it. It's really nothing to it. As long as, I think, as long as you take your time finding decent people. You already know the camera shut off. Do I even have to say it anymore? What I was saying is, as long as you take the time to find decent people, then you will more than likely be fine. You know what I mean? Not the people that are pretending to be decent, right? Because when you're applying for an apartment, people are applying for an apartment, they put their best foot forward. I used to have a homegirl of mine who was very, very, very good at cleaning up and presenting herself in a different way than what it really was, right? And I was a willing participant in the bullshit. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I was the friend that would be the reference and say, oh, she is creme de la creme, honey. You hear me? What is that meme online? If I can find it, I'll insert it in here. When they're like, her body's tea, right? She's super pretty. Like, that's me. I am that homegirl, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna hold it down. One thing about me, I'm gonna hold you down. One thing about me, oh, you gonna get that job. Hold on, y'all. I had to fix my GPS so I could see which is the fastest route this morning to get to work. I got it. I suspected what turn I had to take, but I wanted to make sure that so that's what I use my GPS for. To kind of, I always have my GPS to kind of see which routes would get me where I'm going faster. Even if I know where I'm going, I have come accustomed to using my GPS. Would you believe that? Guys, people suck, okay? Like, in general, people are poo-poo. I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm gonna stop mentioning these kind of things, but I don't know. I feel like as we kind of get to know each other, I gotta kind of let y'all know, like, where I came from, whatever. Would you believe that have y'all ever been shamed for using your GPS all the time? Anyways, yeah, so what I was saying is, as long as you take your time to find a good tenant, you'll be Gucci. I know I have a cousin of mine that has an investment property, I think in North Carolina, and he was telling me that the issue, or it wasn't him or his boy has a property. You know, somebody always got a homeboy that got something. But I think he was telling me that his boy, I guess their tenant will call them, knowing that they are out of state, for any little thing, such as, I think he even used the example of a light bulb, wanting a new light bulb. And I think that's a form of racism. I do think it's a form of racism because they are young black men that own the place or whatever. Like, why would you call your landlord out of state? And apparently it's some white boys, a group of white boys. I don't know if they're college students or what. But why would you call your landlord out of state and demand he do little things like a freaking light bulb? And there were other like little things that they would insist. Oh, you guys. Ask me if I took the turn that I was planning on taking. Ask me if I took the turn I was planning on taking. I'm too busy messing around with y'all. That's crazy. That's really crazy. That's crazy. That's really crazy. I can't believe I just did that. And this is why I do it, because now I am stuck in traffic. Pouring babjam fini. So yeah, I think their tenants are racist, but you know, that's just my opinion. I don't know. I feel like things in like this country, when things don't make sense, I just chalk it up to racism. Like when somebody of a different complexion is doing me wrong and it just doesn't make like it just doesn't make sense, right? I feel like there's a tactful way in doing people dirty where it makes sense. But I feel like if you're just doing me dirty out of nowhere and it's just not adding up, chalk up to racism. You're racist. And nobody can convince me different. Because why are you acting like that? Why are you acting like that? But it's interesting though, because if black people if black people kind of start doing me dirty, or I can tell they feel a type of way about me or whatever, I'm just think you just angry or having a bad day. Is that racist? Am I a racist? I don't know. What do you guys think? I might be. Yes, sir. I have a camera up. You know, there's always... Oh, speaking of racism, you're never truly alone. Even in your own car, you're not really alone. There's always a white person behind you. This guy was all up in my car. All up in it. To see what I'm doing. I'm talking to a camera like a normal person. So... Anyways, y'all, I am just about at work. I think we spent a lot of time talking today. I think we had some good dialogue. I think I'm going... Oh, that's the boys right there. Actually, that's definitely the boys. I see the little special lights. I see you. They don't have that little police emblem in the back of the car on the license plate or whatever. I feel like you need to identify yourself. When they have the two little antennas. I see you, sir. And I'm finna go back in the other lane away from you. Anyways, guys, my vlogs have been going pretty good, I think. Before I turned y'all on or whatever, or called you guys. I want to make it like a phone. I like this. I was watching Chopped and Roots. I'm probably going to finish her when I'm at work later on today. Should I have went that way maybe? Maybe that, oh no, I see the traffic from here. This is ridiculous. I cannot believe I missed my stop, y'all. Like, I am very upset about it. But like, what could I do? It is what it is. I'm so late. And I already told you my manager's not here. I don't know, guys. Where is my manager? I wanted to mention to y'all, yeah, I think my vlogs are going pretty good so far. I am loving them. I am loving everything about them. I am loving the conversation that I have with you guys. I am loving the moments that I pick up the camera. Like the other day, when you guys will see, I was vlogging when I was driving or whatever, and some young kid, like, you know, the kids that are collecting some money for like the little program, the little sports program or whatever, he came up to the car, this young black man, even though like I tried to ignore him and continue the vlog, but he came up to the window, and I love him for that, and was like, hey, you know, you have any money or whatever, and I turned the camera on him, and he said hi to the vlog, and that really made my heart happy. No, I'm not staying in this lane. No, this guy's bugging out. Sorry, officer, I gotta go. This is not the vibes I'm going for. Okay. So this is crazy. Like I was saying, I am really having a time making these vlogs, and I was thinking last night that I need to find more things to do with y'all. I don't do anything, because in general I don't do much. I just go to work and go back home. Go to work and go back home. So I was actually just thinking, like, well, you know, maybe I just need to start doing a little bit more. I can't believe this traffic, you guys. I cannot believe I'm gonna be this late. This is crazy. I'm about to go in that lane. It's insane. And the traffic is nothing too. It's just people just peopling. It's not anything. Just people just, I don't know, whatever. If I wasn't late, I wouldn't be this so stressed out about it. That's the problem, because I'm like late. I'm really stressed out about this traffic. Now this person's cutting up, that person's cutting up, everybody's trying to cut up. Yeah, y'all. I've just been really liking it so far. I just need to find a little bit more things to film, and like ways to film and make it a little bit more interesting for you guys, a little bit, make my life seem a little bit more interesting. But like, would that be real if I'm doing things to make it a little bit more interesting? I don't know. I don't think it would. I wouldn't consider it real. But I realized that my vlogs are really just in my apartment. A lot of them are in the car. I start off in the apartment, and then I end up in the car and do a lot of it in the car. So I don't know. Hopefully that is good enough to build an audience, somewhat of an audience, until things start to get more interesting. I think eventually, I don't know, I'll find a way to kind of have little activities for me to do and to bring y'all along, but it's just kind of challenging considering like the responsibilities that I currently have right now. So I don't know, I'm trying to add y'all in as a responsibility, so I don't know, it's gonna be interesting. But I'm having a really good time. And just coincidentally, as I was thinking that last night, this morning I popped on, like I was saying earlier, Chopped and Roots and she was literally saying the same thing. I think it's an old vlog of hers, a very old vlog of hers. Like I told you, I just found her recently. Another thing, oh my god, so let me tell y'all, let me finish that statement. So basically she was talking about how she don't do much either. She don't do much of anything either, and she thought that her vlogs would be boring. But it's not boring. And I was thinking the same thing. I was editing last night, like, oh, people usually feel like, I would think that I don't do anything and nobody's gonna like my vlogs, everybody's gonna think I'm boring. But then when you watch other people, they're not doing nothing either. They're just talking to the camera too about random things. And I don't think it's boring when I'm playing it back and watching my videos. I think it's great. I think it's kind of genius, you know, low key. I told my homegirl that I started posting, but I didn't share with her any vlogs or whatever. She might try to go look for it herself. I don't know. I told her if she wants to go find it herself, that's her business, but I don't want to talk about it. Because I'm nervous. Like, I don't want anybody to, like, I don't know, I'm just nervous. I'm scared about it. So I haven't told any of my, like, people in my life that I'm doing this. But in the same breath, so yesterday I decided that I need to find a way to promote my videos, right, without my Instagram. I want to pretend like I don't have an Instagram, because my Instagram is where everybody I know is at. So maybe I could do it, because I did start a new Facebook, because my Facebook is where everybody is at. And I don't even go on Facebook whatsoever, but I think Facebook might be, like, I really don't go on Facebook, but I think Facebook might be a good marketing type of thing from what I understand. So I did start a new Facebook with my current, like, stuff or whatever. So maybe I could do it on that. But yesterday, you guys, I'm a little bit embarrassed. I don't know if I should be embarrassed. I don't know if this is how it's supposed to work or what. But so yesterday, I was doing fine until I kind of stepped it up a little bit. So yesterday while I was at work, I'm like, I really need to maybe try to promote these videos somehow. So what I did, I thought I would go under comments of other popular people, not other popular people, just people in the on my timeline or search or whatever. You find new people. So basically with this channel, my YouTube, I'm not subscribed to anybody. So like my home page is full of just whatever YouTube wants to recommend, right? So I decided to go onto some of those recommendations and write a nice comment, but also basically the point of it was to promote my own. So I'll go on the video and say, hey, you know, nice video, really great job. Some of them I took the time to put their name in it. I really enjoyed the video. And then I said, but I really wanted to also, and I also put a like. They got a like from me. I think that's significant. From what I understand, that's supposed to be like significant, right? So I send them, I'm like, oh, really great video, so-and-so. You got my thumbs up. And then I told them, I said like, oh, but I wanted to also promote or kind of put it out there that I just posted my 4th vlog and another one coming out tomorrow. And I said like, please come by and like, you know, give me some feedback. I thought it was a good message. I didn't think it was too kind of spammy or anything like that. So I put it on a couple of videos or whatever. I took about an hour, you guys, going to random videos and doing that. And then one of my favorites, I'm not going to say who, one of my favorites coincidentally posted during that time I was doing it. So I'm like, well, you know, maybe I should put it under one of my favorites or whatever. Because like a lot of the people on the general YouTube page, you know, it's not people that look like me, we'll say. But of course I ended up finding people that look like me and going down a rabbit hole and just posted. There's a lot of black people on YouTube, y'all. A lot. And they're doing their damn thing. I didn't know. Like, I thought the very few well-known people that I follow are it. No, there's a lot of people doing big things on YouTube. So anyhow, I went and put my little message on a lot of videos, and then when one of the girls that I follow that I really, really like, I put a message on hers, and then I went back and put a message on another one of my favorites video. And then you guys, like later on the day, I was at my mom's house chilling. I was talking to her about YouTube a little bit, and then I actually went, I'm like, well, let me see if my comment's still there. Like, has anybody even liked the comment or anything like that? Y'all, I think they deleted it. So that's a little bit, I'm a little bit embarrassed by it, so that's why I'm not gonna say who. I hope they don't remember me. I hope they didn't piss anybody off. So I don't know. So then I wonder, I'm like, did they delete it? Or maybe did the algorithm or system delete it? Or what? 'Cause I went back on both of them. Again, granted though, these comments come up a lot. Like, I don't remember exactly which number I was or what number they were at when I left my comment, but they get a lot of comments, right? So I don't know, but I suspect it, 'cause I took some time, not a lot of time, not all the time in the world. So this guy here, you guys, at this area, he makes these kind of stone art things. See? Boston. He even wrote an arrow to where Boston is. This guy's funny. Boston strong. What's that say? And that's the city, Medford. I always see the Medford one, but I think the Medford one moved because I feel like it was here before. And then this. It's kind of talented, if you ask me. So back to the story. I am a little bit embarrassed. And so I'm probably not going to do that again. And I really hope they don't remember that I did that. So I'm not going to put it on my favorites or people that I actually follow and kind of know anymore. Because I just don't want, I feel like maybe that wasn't the right move to make now. And I looked, like last night I looked, and I woke up this morning, I looked, and I got 2 new views. I don't know if that means anything. But my watch hour time went down. So, I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. The only thing that I know I'm doing is posting. I am, well, not even that. We recording, okay? That's what we know for sure we doing. We recording at least, child. No, we posting now. We posting now. Let me not play with y'all. We are posting now. I do have, like I told y'all, 9 videos scheduled to come out over the next 2 weeks. 10 videos, I can say now, scheduled to come out. So I need to find a way, essentially, to, like, how do other people do it? You know, so basically, the reason why I did that, y'all, my girl, I didn't post on hers because she didn't post a video coincidentally that day, yesterday. But my, I think I was watching, like, one of Gina's videos, and she was talking about how she did the same thing. She went into people's videos and kind of like said, hey, you know, I'm a YouTuber too, or whatever, come check me out. And she said it kind of worked a little bit. So I don't know, maybe I just won't do it under people that I kind of admire, or look towards for like inspiration and like, I don't know, just motivation or whatever. Maybe I won't do that anymore. Maybe I'll just keep it on like strangers with different, or maybe I'll even take it a step further and just keep it on strangers with different complexions. But I also feel like those strangers, like when they're watching those videos, I don't think they're looking for people that look like me, right? People that are under those videos, I don't think are checking for us. So like, but then I'm kind of embarrassed to put it under like the black people's videos, because like, what if this really does pop off, right? And now they're looking at me like, weren't you the same bitch that was trolling on my shit? Like, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, you know, that'll be embarrassing. Like, what do I say? Like, you know? I mean, I guess I could just tell them like, yeah, I was trying to figure it out. How do y'all supposed to promote this stuff? Y'all tell me how I'm supposed to promote this stuff. Do I need to make a TikTok? But that'll be me making more videos. TikTok? I guess I could do a TikTok. You know what I was thinking about doing, what did cross my mind briefly? Maybe I need to explore that idea a little bit more. I did bring my Lacey today. Oh, but I left the package. I'm pretty sure I haven't opened the Shein package yet. So I wanted to open it with y'all, and I suspect that there is another package that's coming out. Not coming out, that's gonna be coming soon, between that and Temu. But in that package should be like my my little thing that I could connect to my dad's Mac. My dad has a newer Mac, and you know those things you have to like buy. Sorry y'all, my phone, my thing did it again. See, I was gonna say my phone did it again. Y'all gonna be a phone now. Y'all gonna switch from being a phone to a camera, so you just gotta keep up. So you have to buy all these pieces to connect this and connect that. So I did buy a little piece to connect my SD card to the PC, so that when I'm at my parents' house, I can maybe do a little bit of work or review some things, or you know, whatever. But an idea that I was having is maybe like some clips that I think are good in my video. Maybe I could, because that's what people say, right? You're supposed to reuse old clips. So maybe I could kind of finesse those clips into shorts, and maybe I could use that as advertisement and put it on TikTok. That did cross my mind briefly the other day, but I didn't think too much more into it. So now that I'm saying it out loud right now, I really do think it's a good idea, and I think I might do it. So maybe I'll just use TikTok, and I'll just kind of keep, even though, I mean, there gotta be somebody, like, even though yes, you're on the Caucasian pages so you can see Caucasian faces, but maybe, hopefully, there might be one or two that's like, oh, this is a pretty brown face. Let me look at this face for a second. And maybe they might like me. I think I'm a likable person. I am a likable person. I can't even say I think I'm a likable person like that. Like it's something I hesitate about. I am a really likable person. But I feel like people choose to go against the grain. Just to do it. Kind of like how the girls know that Nene is a good, likable person, but choose to go against her because maybe she's too good and likable, right? And people don't like that. And confident. They don't like that either. So that's gonna be my promotion type of thing, I guess, you guys. We are going to promote on TikTok, and we are going to use the trending pages on YouTube and post little ads there, but we're not gonna post on the black people's pages because I don't want to be embarrassed. But that's like my audience. I don't know, guys. Maybe if I gain a little traction, I don't know. Maybe I'll try it one more time today, but not the people that I follow. Strangers, people that I don't know, fine. Black people I don't know, but the black people I follow and that are kind of friends in my head, I don't want to. So that's the thing. That's part of the problem too, I think. Like part of the reason why I ended up doing that. So they're building like a whole community over here, you guys. There was a Stop and Shop here. And it's crazy to me when they build all these apartment buildings. They're building a whole other thing. It's crazy how they're really building a city here. Like I never noticed this view of all these buildings that they're putting here. They weren't all here like maybe a couple years ago. I was gonna say like 3 or 4 years ago. Wow. What a difference. Oh, there's the other one that's coming up right here. This is where the Stop and Shop was. Can you see that building there, y'all? I don't know if y'all can see it. The angle. But anyhow, so that's the plan for y'all, for me to kind of get an audience and actually be talking to somebody. Oh, what I was gonna say is like, so I think that was part of the problem too. Like when I was kind of feeling myself posting on like random people's pages, at a point I said like, you know, well, I mean, I'm liking the video, I'm giving them a comment, I'm kind of engaging, like those are my girls, so let me just promote. And I feel like they would get it, like they get it. Child, I don't think they got it. And then I realized, like, these people ain't my friends. I don't know these people. I don't know. All right, y'all. I am really about to pull up. So I will talk to you another time. Bye.